here at our office, and one of the biggest differences that we offer here is I position myself as a consultant rather than a real estate agent. And the reason why is this, is that I don't think I could ever sell you a home. You know, I can never be like Vanna White and run my hands along the counter and look at the counter and whatnot. But what I can do is give you enough knowledge and information and education so that you can determine what the next best step is for you, okay? So my goal tonight is this, is to find out exactly what you're looking for in a home, and at the same time, get you the free list of properties that you were looking for, okay? Answer any questions that you might have, and then show you how we can make the process of buying a home smooth and more fun, okay? Great, okay, super. What are you looking for in a home exactly?
Basically want a mansion at a bargain price.
Okay, good. Super, we have a few of those.
I'd like a garage.
You like a garage? Okay, great. Super. Now you say you're a mansion at full price. I mean, do you have requirements with respect to bedrooms, towns, things like that?
Towns, something close to work. It's going to be Nashua or Merrimack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I really don't want to live in Merrimack.
You don't want, okay, Merrimack's fine. If we could find you the house that met your criteria and it was in Merrimack and it still made it easy for you to drive around, would that work for you?
It can't hurt to look.
Okay.
I don't want to live in Merrimack.
Okay, well, we can talk about that later. That's not a problem. Okay, so the Nashua area. And had you determined a comfort range as to what you wanted to spend for a home?
Not more than 200.
Not more than 200? Okay, super. If we could do better than 200, would that work for you?
Sure.
Okay. Number of bedrooms, bathrooms, anything else like that?
Minimum of 3 bedrooms, just so we can have an
Okay.
option.
No
Super.
ranches, right?
No ranches.
No ranches, no
Okay.
splits.
No ranches, no splits. You got it. Okay, super. Great. Are you folks familiar with buyer agency and how agency works?
Oh, yeah.
You are? You're familiar with it?
Very much so.
Super. Good. Did you want to be represented and having somebody help you buy a home through buyer agency?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Good, that's fine. Great. Well, let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about, like I said, what we can do to help you get situated in the home, make the process more simple for you and whatnot, okay? This is our new program that we just started here. Now, you folks said you were renting, and you're spending, what, about $800 a month in rent, it looks like, you told me?
Yeah?
You've been living there for about 5 years? Is that right?
Yeah?
Okay. So that's about, appears to be about $48,000. That's a lot of money, don't you think?
That's why we're here.
Well, the exciting thing is that stops tonight, okay? That $48,000 is now going to be yours instead of somebody else's, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great, super. Now, you said you knew about buyer agency, and you're pretty comfortable with it. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, and if you do, this will just be a quick, rehashing of what's gone on lately for you. Last year, there were over 4,000 homes sold in the southern New Hampshire area. Out of that, 99% of them are sold through licensed real estate agents. So the likelihood that you're going to buy a home through a real estate agent is pretty high. Now, so when you buy a home, you can go ahead and you can buy it directly from the seller's agent. The only problem is the seller's agent works for the seller, so they're doing all of these things for the seller, which means not so much they don't care about what happens to you, but really their goal is to get the seller the best possible price, terms, and conditions. Okay? Now, you know about buyer agencies, so you know that we can do this for you, right? Okay. Did you know that we could do all of these things for you, too? Without going into too much detail, basically you're not limited as to which house you can see. You can look at it for sale by owner, new construction, or resale. Okay, we're going to help you determine what the best possible price is for you along the way. At the same time, all of our goals are basically there to make sure that you get the best possible price, terms, and conditions. Okay, if this didn't cost you anything and you could do it for risk-free, would you like to have somebody help you out in buying a home?
Well, that sounds okay, but I think what we were going to do, Wally, is we were going to just work with listing agents, because I figure if we're dealing directly with the listing agent, there might be some advantages.
Okay.
Do you
A little
agree?
bit more access
okay.
to listings, I think.
Which is always an option, but the problem is two things concern me there when you talk to listing agents. First of all, you're dealing with the person who's representing the seller. And as we saw before, when you work with the seller's agent, that's really all that they can do for you. They're really not looking out for your interests. My second concern is this, is that you're going to be in your car on a regular basis chasing opportunities, trying to find the person who has the listing that best meets your needs. And those are my two big concerns. My question to you is this: if I could get you every listing possible that met your criteria and could get it sent to you via email or fax on a daily basis, would that work for you? Sure. Okay, great. So let's do this. Let me show you. Real quickly, I just want to ask you one quick thing. Do you know how a real estate transaction works? Are you familiar with how it works?
We
What do you mean?
pay you, right?
Our fee comes out of the purchase price of the home, so you're not writing us any personal checks or anything like that. Are you familiar how it's structured?
No.
No? Okay. What happens is the seller and the seller's agent determine what the price is going to be for the home. What that price entails basically is, what's the seller going to walk away with after the home is sold? I have to pay off my taxes, my sewer, my water bill, my mortgage, and out of that, the fees of the two respective agents come out of there, okay? My goal is to basically make that pie as small as possible for you, okay? The great thing is our fee comes out of this, and you don't have to write me any personal checks or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
Super. Now, you said you'd spoken to real estate agents before, but it was more on a whim than anything else. This is how most real estate agents work. Okay, I'm going to spare you the formality of reading all this for you, but basically what it says this is that most agents do things the way that they've always been done. And unfortunately, when you do things the way they've always been done, you get the same results. And the problem is that doesn't necessarily work for you so well. They're doing it because that's what they're comfortable with. Here at our office, our focus isn't so much on doing things the same way, but getting you what you need out of the purchase of your home. So what we've gone ahead and done is we've taken a real hard look at what's best for you. Okay, we're going to help you find the best home for your needs. We're going to negotiate the best and lowest price for you. I'm assuming you don't want to overpay for a home, right?
No.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and secure the best financing for you, and then we're going to meet your home buying needs with the least amount of hassle. Now, I don't promise hassle-free. Unfortunately, I can't promise that for you, but I'm going to try and reduce the stress as much as I can for you. Okay? Would you like to work with somebody who can provide you these sort of programs and amenities?
Well, when you say work with somebody, what's involved?
Okay, well, why don't we talk a little bit about that? Basically, we're going to focus on your needs throughout the entire process and make sure that everything we do is towards the betterment of your situation and getting you into the home that you want. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to help you get the best possible rate and closing costs for your loan. Now, at our last discussion, you hadn't spoken with anybody about a loan, correct?
No.
Okay.
No.
We've got some relationships with some lenders who, because we send them a significant amount of business, in turn try and get you the best possible rate, terms, and closing costs, okay? Would you like to save some money?
Of course.
Okay.
How much can you save us?
Geez, I don't know. I'm going to have to get you in touch with somebody, but they'll be happy to let you know what they can save you.
Okay.
Okay, what I can tell you is because you're working with us, they're going to do their best to get you the best possible deal.
Okay.
Okay? Now, one of the other things that we make available for you is a home warranty. It's provided by a company called AON. It's done through Coldwell Banker. And what happens is this is Murphy's Law tends to take over when you buy a home. When you buy a home, when do you have the least amount of money available?
Right after you buy it.
Okay, when do things usually go wrong?
Right after
you buy it.
Okay, great. So what we do through AON is we make available this program, and this is no cost to you. We're going to negotiate this as part of your purchase. We're going to get the seller to pay for it for you. If the seller doesn't want to pay for it, I'll pay for it out of my own pocket. Covers 26 separate items in the home. You pay a $50 deductible. If any of these 26 things go wrong, AON will hire somebody to come over, take a look at what the problem is, and fix it for you, okay? You'd like to have something like that, would you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give that for you to take with you tonight.
Okay.
Now, what do you do for a living, Brian?
I'm a police officer.
A police officer. Okay, how about you?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Okay, great. Those are two excellent jobs. You know, it's funny. I talked a little bit before about how real estate agents do things the same way that they've always been done, and sometimes that's not the most effective way. You're probably not aware of this, or maybe you are. Real estate agents are basically the only people in the world, I think, or for the most part, that run an organization where they do everything themselves. The problem is the more time that they spend working on the business, the less time they have to spend with you. Okay? Well, at our office, Brian said, why should you get worse service in buying a house than you would if you were to go buy a hamburger at McDonald's? So what he did is he organized our office in a team. And what happens is he's hired basically people to run an assembly line operation where everybody's responsible for a specific job in the running of our office. And what that does is that frees me up to spend more time with you. Being a police officer, you have varying shifts. Being a nurse, you have varying shifts. I'm assuming you're going to need someone that's got a flexible schedule to take you out to see homes.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
good.
Well, the great thing is because I'm not doing all these other things, excuse me, I can be available for you at times that other agents might not be available for you. The other two benefits here of this is, number one, we have a closing coordinator. Cindy's job is to handle your entire closing for you so that you don't have to lift a finger in setting up your closing, talking to all the people that help out and helping you buy the home, and then setting up the time so that all you have to do is show up with your pen and your check at closing. Okay? The other benefit is this is we have a customer service department. It's headed by Lori Werrell. Lori's job is basically to be there for you if you need anything. Now, I try to be available for you at all turns, but obviously, I work with other clients. If you need an answer to a question, you need a listing sheet or something else, you don't have to wait for me to come back because Lori can help you out with that, okay? Would you like to have a whole team of people working with you to help you find a home versus one person?
Does it cost anything?
Well, like I said, our fee comes out of the purchase price of the home, so there's no direct cost to you.
Okay, isn't everybody doing this?
I can't speak for other companies. I do know that some other agents do a lot of things by themselves, and that's historically what I know. I know that in this area, it's pretty unique.
Okay.
Okay? The other thing we make available for you is the Coldwell Banker Concierge Program. What this program is geared towards is, you've been to a nice hotel before? You want Red Sox tickets or something like that, you go to the concierge, you come back, the tickets are in your room. It's nice, you have somebody else do the legwork for you so you can go on with your daily events. That's how this program works, and what I want to do is, as one of our partners, what we want to do is give you that card. That card basically entitles you to a number of services. First and foremost, you get discounts on a variety of different hotels, car rentals, home insurance, and things of that nature. You're a police officer, you probably feel strong about security. ADT will put in a security system in your home for free for you, okay, and other things like that. The other benefit is this, is that, I don't know about you folks, I mean, I'm kind of handy, I'm not terribly handy. I don't know how to put in carpets, I don't know how to put in linoleum and things like that. We've got a variety of affiliates at our office, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and so on, who we've got lined up to be ready for you when you need them to help you out. All you have to do is call Lori at our office. Lori will go ahead and call them and get you a free estimate on what the cost will be, and then she'll help you hire those people so they can do the work for you.
Wow.
Do you think that'd be helpful?
Sure.
I
Okay,
think
great.
so.
I'm going to give that to you as well, all right? Now, basically, when you work with most agents, they have a one-person operation, they do everything by themselves. Okay, they're only going to sell a few homes a year, so they don't have a lot of experience in helping you get the best possible price and terms in the purchase of our home. With our office, like you saw, you get a whole team as one person, okay? And at the same time, we're never going to run out of time for you because I'm only responsible for one thing, and that's to find you homes, get you into those homes, and then help you buy the one that you want, okay? The other thing is this, is that most agents are going to run out of time and energy. It means limited time to spend with you, okay? Our efforts add up to superior customer service, okay, resulting in your ability to get the best possible home for your needs. And at the same time, we've gone ahead and we've taken it one step further, and we've put together some programs that are actually going to help you locate more homes than you would if you were to work with somebody else. Now, I think you'd agree, especially being in the medical field, that technology has really changed the way we live each day, right?
Oh, yeah.
At our office, we've put together some technology, number one, to make sure that we do the best job in staying in contact with you through our online agent program. We've got the internet, which I'm going to talk about, and finally, you folks have email? Okay. We'll get you your listings every day, and we'll email them directly to your house, so you don't even have to come and pick them up. We'll get them right there to you.
Okay.
Now, this is a copy of our one of our web pages, and what I want to focus on right now is what are we doing above and beyond what other agents to make more listings available for you? I'm assuming if you went to a restaurant and all they had on the menu was lime jello and liver, you probably wouldn't eat there. Am I right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm assuming then that variety and selection is important to you.
Right.
Okay. What we want to do is we want to do what we can to find every possible listing available for you so that you have the best selection to choose the house that you want, not that I want. Our webpage is voted the best in southern New Hampshire, and what you can see here by looking at this is everything's geared towards giving sellers reasons to give us a call to make their home available for you, okay? Oddly enough, and just something for you to put in the back of your mind, in New Hampshire, you're not required to sign anything to buy a home, okay? You can go and work with anybody that you want. The challenge is this, is whoever you buy the home from, if they don't represent you, by law, they represent the seller. So again, the person you're working with is trying to get the best possible price, terms, and conditions for the seller. It's almost as if they're using your money against you to help the seller. Now, you don't want somebody to do that, do you? I didn't
No.
think so, okay. Okay. So, my boss is an excellent trainer, and he's done a really good job. So, now, we try and, I don't know if you've heard the term top of mind consciousness before, but what we're trying to accomplish in our area is to have so many people see our ads and our programs that they want to call us first to make their homes available for sale. It's kind of like, you want a beverage, you want a carbonated beverage, you go up to the counter, you say, I'd like a
Coke.
right, and you want to blow your nose, can I have a,
Clean it.
right, that sort of thing. Can you make me a copy of this, can you make me a?
Xerox.
Exactly, so that's what we're trying to accomplish is when people see home sales in the area, they think of our company first. So we advertise in the back of buses. This is our advertising card. Talks about some of the programs that we make available to compel people to want to call us. And occasionally I can fit in the car. I keep a shoehorn available for such an occasion. The other thing that we do here that's really important is we want to make sure we're finding every last opportunity to make homes available for you. So we're actually going to advertise to home sellers to let them know that we've got a list of buyers available who want to buy homes. I mean, a lot of times people are on the fence and they're not sure whether or not they want to sell a home, but if you knew you had a buyer for something and you thought it was the right time, you'd give us a call, wouldn't you?
Sure.
Okay, great. Basically, the benefit to you here is this, is that we're trying to find different means and different opportunities to find people to make their home available for you for purchase. The standard agent, and as I'm going to talk about in a second, only gives you a limited number of listings. We're going way beyond the scope of what's available and giving people an opportunity to call us to let us know that their home is available for you for sale, where they might not call the other agent because they really don't have a reason to do that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is what we talked about on the phone, the unique buyer profiling system. Now, the problem is that most times it's the real estate agent that picks out the home for you. And unfortunately, I don't know anything about your tastes and styles, and quite honestly, because I'm not paying for the home, I don't think I should be picking the homes out for you. Okay, would you agree with me on that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, absolutely, okay. So what happens is we've gone ahead and we've put together a computer program for you, and every night that new listings come on the multiple listing system, the computer's going to go ahead and pull them off for you and create a list for us. We're going to go ahead and pull this list off, and we're going to email it directly to your home. Okay, the benefits for you are this: is number one, I'm not picking out any listings for you. They're being picked for you based upon your criteria. You're going to get them as often as they come available. If 10 come available tomorrow, you're going to get 10 tomorrow. If none come available, obviously you're not going to get any. It's going to put you in most cases in the first position to buy the home if you like it, because you're going to find out about it before a lot of other agents get their listings to their clients. In many cases, it's going to help you go ahead and be in a good stance to negotiate, because you're going to be there before everybody else is talking with the seller. And the great thing about it is that it's absolutely free and it obligates you to nothing.
Wow.
Okay?
Wally, what if a house isn't put on the multiple listing service,
I
like
mean,
for
for
sale
s-
by owners,
Oh,
or?
That's even better, okay? Because a lot of times, number one, our office actually looks weekly for sale by owners that are available, and then they put together a sheet for us, and we look for the for sale by owners that meet your criteria. We'll set up a showing for you. If you think of it from the seller's standpoint, we have a way to actually save them some money. Because most buyers who buy a for sale by owner know that the seller has built some cushion room in there for commission issues and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and help you buy that home. And again, our fee comes out of the whole purchase price of the home, so there's still no direct cost to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. One other way we continue to advertise is to go ahead and make available homes from other sellers. See, people who are sellers are also buyers at some point, and many of these people are going to call in and they're thinking they're going to want to buy a home first. So they're going to give us a call and find out how they can get lists of homes sent to them. Many of these people are sellers, and guess who finds out about the homes from those people before anybody else?
Who?
You do. They're going to call us, and they're going to say, we're looking for a home, and we're going to ask them, do you have a home to sell? And they're going to say, sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let our buyers know about those homes before anybody else finds out. Okay, so you get a direct opportunity because of this advertising. So how do we go ahead and make home shopping easier? Okay, you said that before that you would talk to some agents, but nobody had really, how did they get you homes anyway? What did they do to get you listings?
Well, we've been circling ads in the newspaper, and we
Great.
actually brought a bunch.
Oh, super.
And we've been just asking for information on specific properties
Okay, great.
with the listing agents.
Yeah, if you want to give that to me, I'll go ahead and give some calls and see if those homes are available for you. Take me about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Super, you have that?
I think we left it in the
Left them in the
car.
car.
Okay,
We'll
good.
go out
We
and
can
get
go
it
ahead and
for
get
you.
that after. Okay, great. So what are we going to do to make home shopping easier for you? Well, you have a limited time schedule, I'm sure. Like you said, you're busy, you got different times and schedules and whatnot to follow. See, we've gone ahead and tried to make it as easy as possible for you to view as many homes in a short period of time, to save you time and to let you maximize, the opportunity of looking at homes. So with traditional agents, a lot of times they're going to send their buyers out, and they're going to say, go to open houses and take a look at those homes.
Yeah, somebody said that to
Yeah, the
us.
question
I
is,
think
do
so.
you want to go and walk through a house with somebody who represents the seller there, trying to dig information out of you to see if you want to buy the home?
Oh, that's right, they
doing an awful
represent
lot
the
of work.
seller.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you don't want that opportunity right there, correct?
No.
Okay. The other problem is you're kind of on your own, and one of the benefits of having somebody represent you is you've got somebody there that can walk with you step by step and kind of be your third set of eyes and give you the inside information that you need to make a solid decision about buying a home. We go ahead and we advertise the Sunday tour of homes as well, and that's another way that we attract sellers, to give them an opportunity to raise demand on their home. Again, another reason for them to call us and make their home available to you. Okay? We advertise it in different ways on the side of car and signs and whatnot. It's also available on our website for people to see, so it's got a very high presence within the different areas, again, so that people know that program available.
How updated is your website? I've noticed that most of the
How
listings
updated is our
are
website?
very old.
It gets updated pretty regularly. We have somebody in the office whose sole responsibility it is to manage the technology in our office, one thing of which is to update the website as often as possible. Again, with the buyer profiling system, though, you're not going to have to go on our website because I'm going to send you listings daily as they come available. So one of the benefits, besides being able to see 6 homes, is once you're going to see other people in there, you're going to be able to judge their reaction from how they feel about the home, and you'll kind of get an idea of what other buyers are thinking in the market. The thing is this is number one, we don't have to do it on Sunday. We can do it Saturday, whatever day is good for you. Number two, you're not really limited to seeing 6 houses at once. If you just want to see 3 houses, 2 houses, 1, you can come and catch up with us at any time. And if you find any house that you like, we don't have to go on the rest of the tour. We can go right back to the office and show you how you can own the home. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. And basically what it means for this is that we're going to find you the best home for your needs, get you the best possible price, help you get the best possible financing, and again, we're going to meet your home buying needs with the least amount of hassle, okay? And the great thing is this, you don't have to take my word for it, okay? I mean, we just met tonight. Obviously, I feel very comfortable with you. Hopefully you feel the same about me. But we've got other people who have written letters on our behalf because we've gone ahead and taken very good care of them using the same system. Steve Cutter in our office got a prepaid phone card from one of his clients because he did such a good job helping him out. Paul Tebow got a nice letter from somebody. This guy got a nice letter. And the great thing is this, is you said, you weren't prepared to sign anything.
Right.
That's really fine, and if you don't want to sign anything, that works well for me too. But hopefully, and as you said, as we're going through this, you seem to think that the programs that we had to offer worked well for you. You don't even have to say yes to me tonight. All you have to do is say maybe. And here's how it works. We have a cancellation guarantee. It's much like the warranty you'd find on a car or a washer or a toaster or anything else. If I don't live up to the promises that I've made to you tonight, if I don't do the best possible job that I can, you can go ahead and cancel your relationship with us at any time, okay? If you're not happy with the job that we're doing, okay?
That sounds okay.
Yeah, it's good. The way I can put it is this way, is that, we just had a baby. My wife doesn't work. I'm the only person that works in our household, okay? I wouldn't put the risk of my family's well-being on the table if for 1 minute I thought that you would actually use this, okay? Great. So what I want to do is this, is I want to go over a couple pieces of paperwork with you. I'm going to go and get your listings. I'll come back. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. When do you folks want to start looking at houses?
We were hoping to go out tonight.
You want to go out tonight? Might be a little bit of a challenge. It's about 5:30. We have to call other agencies and get permission to get into those houses.
Okay.
If you see what I prefer to do is this, is rather than have all of us drive up to home together and have you look at it and say we wouldn't let our dog live here, I'd like to give you the listings, let you drive by the ones that you like and let me know the ones you really want to see, and then we can go and see them. At least that assures us that from the outside that you like the home and we're not wasting your time, okay? This form,
Is that okay with you?
does that make
That's
sense?
fine.
Okay. This form right here is it's a disclosure of agency relationships. Pretty simple form. It just covers everything that we talked about before, okay? These are the duties that you're owed. Seller agent works for the seller, gets them the best possible price, terms, and conditions. Buyer agent does the same thing for the buyer, okay? The only other agency relationship we talked about was a sub-agency relationship, which means if you buy a house through somebody who doesn't represent you, they're working for the seller and not for you, all righty? If for some reason you want to buy one of our listings, it's called a dual agency relationship. That just means that I can't tell you anything about the seller that I know to help you, and but the great thing is I can't tell them anything about you to help them as well, all right? So you're as well protected as if you were working with another agent, okay? You're familiar with this, the cancellation guarantee? Mm-hmm. We've created a buyer agency agreement here, and what it is basically, it's a partnership between you and me. And what we've identified is what we're going to do for you, and then what we need to do so that we can do the best possible job in helping you get situated into a home. Many of these things are already highlighted: getting you financing, getting you all the listings as often as they come available, being available to take you to see any homes that you want to see. We know about the $295 home warranty that we're going to get for you, whether the seller pays for it or I pay for it. I'm going to be available for you as often as I possibly can. And then one thing that I like to do, I'm not sure about how a lot of other agents do it, but if you look at the fine print, you're going to see our barbecue clause. And what happens is this, is that once you get situated into your home, we're going to have you invite your friends, your family, your neighbors over, and we're going to welcome everybody to your home. You can go ahead and get salads or sodas, beers, and I'll bring as many steaks as there are people, and we'll welcome everybody to your home so they can see what a nice home you have.
That sounds
That's really
nice.
Free food, as you can see, works for me too. So, so I'm going to go ahead and let you take a look at this right here. I'm going to go grab your listings for you. If you have any questions, you can let me know, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll be right back. Thanks.
What did you think?
Oh, no,
Not bad.
we're not done.
He's not done yet.
I'm not done yet. Now
No,
comes the
what do you
hard part,
think?
right?
Did you notice this $295 down here? He said it was free. It's really not.
What is this?
We have to give him a check.
Okay, well, you ask him about that.
Okay.
What else?
Did you ask him about that?
His fee's 3.5%. That's higher. My aunt's a realtor, and she said that real estate fees are negotiable, so we should hit him up on that.
Absolutely. And he says we have to have a pre-approval. What if we wanted to go look at properties tomorrow?
Okay,
Okay, great.
he'll be back.
Well, this is really exciting. I found 40 homes for you. 40
Great.
homes.
Let's
Great.
take a look at them.
Super. Well, let's do this. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, Jen had a bunch.
Super.
Well, I just had a couple of questions
Sure.
on here. You had stated that the buyer agency was free. It states right here we have to give you $300.
The buyer agency is free. It's 100% free. What this is that, as I showed you, we go way and over and above what a lot of other agents do to get you situated into a home. One of the main things that we do, though, is that we handle your entire closing for you. Okay, some agents are going to try and offload some of the responsibilities about closing a home. Do you know a lot about closings? See, because I didn't when I started, and there's a lot that goes into helping you get your home closed. And when I say a lot, I mean they have to talk to attorneys and your mortgage company and a lot of other people. Cindy's going to do all that legwork for you. She's going to handle the entire closing. And then at the end, the great thing is she's going to look at what they call a HUD sheet, or it's like a balance sheet, you know, what you pay, what the seller pays. And she's going to make sure that you don't overpay for anything. Okay? Do you think that that service and potentially saving you money and time would be worth $295?
Well, possibly. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Okay. Well, let's
Okay.
do this. I'm going to give you a self-addressed stamped envelope. It's addressed to when you feel that I've done the job that I promised I was going to do tonight. I'm not going to ask you about this again. You can just go ahead and send it directly to me, and we'll take care of it then. Is that fair? So really, there is no money up front.
Okay.
Once I've fulfilled the burden of proof, you can send it in then.
Okay,
Does that work?
okay.
Okay. Great. So what-
Also, it said on here, seek pre-approval from a home lender.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
you viewing property.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we were both thinking that we wanted to look tomorrow morning, especially myself, because I'm working
Great.
the evening shift.
Well, let's do this. Do you have some time now?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. You get lunch right at work? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do this. I'll have Jim Van Law give you a call tomorrow at lunch. All I need you to do is get Brian's social security number and all the information about, obviously you know where you live, you know how to spell his name, where he works, right? How much he makes. Get all that information. Jim will call you and he'll have a pre-approval certificate generated for you by the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there any cost for that?
He'll do it for free.
Wow.
So, okay.
Okay, the other thing, Wally, is I see that this, and I know you had another question, but before I forget, this is 1 year.
Right. Actually, Brian, it's 1 year, but it's a year's worth of days. Because of the cancellation guarantee, you're really not locked into anything at any given time. So it's a year's worth of days. Absolutely, it's 360 days, but at any given time, you can cancel with us. The other thing is this, if you see here, it says you're not obligated to buy a home at any time just because you agree to work with us and let us help you. So you can get a bunch of houses. You can go and drive around and decide you don't want to buy a home. And you're out nothing. And the other thing is we don't want you to feel that there's any pressure in buying a home. Okay, I don't want you to feel that I've got my thumb on your forehead calling you every day. What, you see anything you like? Do you want to go see a house?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're really under no obligation, and we just want to make sure you have the time necessary to make the best decision for you, because it's a long-term decision. You know, it's a big deal buying a house, and I don't want you to feel that you have to do it in the next 30 days.
Well, this was a big step for us. We weren't, as you know, prepared to sign anything.
Super.
I think Jen had another question.
We were wondering on this 3.5% of the purchase price.
Sure.
And
You remember the
we-
pie chart? Remember the
we
pie-
understand
sorry.
that the seller pays that, and his aunt is in real estate. We
Oh,
also
sure.
know it's negotiable. So
Sure,
what we wanted to know is if, how negotiable is that with you? Will you be willing to reduce your fee?
See, what happens is the fees for a purchase are built into the purchase price of the home. So yes, the seller agrees on a certain dollar amount. But the thing is really the seller's not the only one that's responsible for our fee. You are too, and here's why. They've determined that X number of dollars is going to go ahead and let the entire transaction pass through, and then you can take ownership of the house. The question is if you don't bring that money, who gets paid? Well, if you're not bringing the money to purchase the house and the house doesn't sell, does anybody get paid?
No.
No.
So technically, you're as responsible for our fee as the seller is, right?
Yeah, when you look at it that way.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, which is how we choose to look at it.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing is that we build our fee in as a part of the purchase price. So we're going to go ahead and ask the seller to pay our fee, okay? And it's going to come out of the purchase price of the home. So it's going to be built in. If for some reason it's more than the seller is currently offering out, we're just going to make that adjustment in the purchase and sale. Again, you're not going to have to write any checks to me. Excuse me, sometimes on the flip side, they even offer out a bonus. If there's any extra money offered out on our behalf for us helping bring a buyer to buy the home, we're going to credit that extra money towards your closing costs, okay? So we're going to,
It doesn't say that, though. Will you put that in writing?
It says
If there's
right
an
here.
overage?
oh, okay.
If there's an overage?
Yeah, if it says right, any overages will be credited back to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. You look at a lot of paperwork in your job, so I'm sure, you know a lot about fine print. Okay. Super.
I think it's okay. We have the cancellation guarantee.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, great, super. So just give me your okay here on all these pieces of paperwork. Now, ideally, when's the best time for you to go and look at homes?
We'd like to go tomorrow afternoon. If you could get us pre-approved, that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be super.
Sooner the better.
Let me go to the end and do that last one.
No,
Okay, great. So I'll get you the listings. You call Jim. Once Jim gives me your okay, we'll go ahead and schedule time to go see those homes, okay?
Okay.
Great, I
Okay.
think you made a great decision tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much.